This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Podcast. And today's discussion is one of golf versus business and a couple of conclusions. And there's two thoughts I'll sort of preface this with. Golf is the latest sport that I'm struggling with and have moved from absolutely awful to just awful. So I've got some context for this. And second is, in golf versus business, I'm sure you can make the same analog about so many different sports versus business. I just happen to be working on the golf one, so it comes to mind and flows off my thoughts. But here's the concept of golf versus business. I've come to the following conclusion, that you could be a mid-level handicapper, a 12, 15 handicapper, something like that, by being pretty good at a couple things. If you're good off the tee, if you're good at putting, you could probably get there. If you're great with your irons, you're great with the short game, you could probably get there. But the reality of golf is, if you actually want to be great, get down to single digits, you probably got to be good at several things. And there I think about off the tee, putting, short game, mid irons, short irons. You've probably got to be good at several different things and pretty consistent and a good mental mindset as well to really become a low handicapper versus a mid handicapper. Someone like me who's gotten from absolutely awful to mid-level awful, if I actually want to get better the next level, I've really got to round out the game, and my guess is be pretty good at several different aspects of it. And I think there's a very similar thing in business. In business, you could get to a pretty good business, grow a pretty good business. We always talk about those software companies that the first core is you have to be great at product development, and that's never done. And you've got to be great at commercialization, and that's never done. And so many people in software go slow on commercialization. But if you just really work hard from the very get-go, commercialization and customer sort of issues to go with great product development, you can have a pretty good company. But if you want to develop a great company, you probably have to be great in several aspects of business, not just execution or product and commercialization or sales. You probably have to be great at things that allow you to scale. Team building, human resources, strategy, picking your niche well, execution, sales and marketing, and ultimately customer execution. So when I look at this, you could build a mid-level golf game around a couple of key skills. You could probably build a mid-level, very good business around a couple of things that you do great. But if you actually want to build a great business at a next level, at some point, it becomes more complex because you've got to be able to do it well around several different things. I hope that you enjoy this golf versus business discussion. This could be applicable to so many different activities and business. The ability to be good at several things, not just a couple, is really building a world-class business. The ability to be several things, not just a couple, to build a world-class golf game. Thank you for listening. If you have any comments, feel free, of course, as always, text Scott Becker, 773-766-5322. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity Podcast. By the way, ranked #1 in Apple Business Podcast this past week. Thank you very much.